Hey guys, it's Gardening with Dave. I have Cindy over here. Cindy, how about we give them a little, there we go. Today I'm going to be showing you the back garden. We got these two raised beds that we made, and you're in for a treat because we brought our basket. We're going to do some harvesting today. Come on guys. So over here, as you can see, we have a lot of tomatoes. We are not planning on keeping them here. These are volunteer plants that somehow the seeds made their way in here and we ended up keeping them. For the purpose of this video, we're going to be leaving them as is, but we are going to be moving them to the back. You'll see that in a future video. But if you guys want to come over here, we're going to be harvesting some beets today. Not really sure on the breed, to be very honest with you. A few of them are a lot smaller, but that's okay. We're actually just making room on the beds. We have some plans on getting some exciting things. But how about I give you guys a little close-up? Let's get in here. All right, let's see how big this one might be. Hey, that's not bad. We're going to be making shakes out of these in the morning. How about this one over here? That's a pretty nice one. I think the one's back here. And all of these are filled up with compost. We haven't been using any kind of fertilizer. In the past we did try it, but we're going to try to go as organic as possible. Wow, these are so easy to pull out. And we did started top layering them with leaves. There's really nothing special about it. Look for a neighbor who has a lot of trees, collect their leaves and throw them on top of your beds. Great mulch, and you can continue to feed the soil. So far we got about 6 back here. Let's see, I think there's one more. That's a little guy. We'll leave him here for a little longer. Now, as far as what plans do we have? We purchased more seeds than we probably need, but that's going to be the intention of this channel. I want to see if we can overproduce, underproduce, the mistakes you guys can all watch. Back here in this bed we got some purple celery, some basil, daikon radishes, which we're going to be getting very soon. On this side we have 2 different types of Swiss chard. I'm not sure what they're called. I'm just going to say the regular one and the purple one. Back here we have some nice garlic heads that are growing rather nice. When the leaves are turning yellow, we believe they're going to be ready. If anyone knows more about garlic, please let me know. But today, I'm going to be trying to pull an onion back here. If you guys want to try to get a little closer, and we're going to pull this bad boy out of here. Wow. That is fun. Maybe it wasn't even an onion. I don't know. We're going to cook something, but look at this, guys. That is beautiful. So far, we're off for a decent start. Back here, we got some carrots, and we do plan on taking a few of these for dinner, as I mentioned. We are trying to keep as much as we can from the garden to the kitchen, and we're going to get one more of these. Oh, wow. Let's see if I can get my hand in there. There we go. We got one more little baby onion, but the rooting system looks great. If I didn't need the room for the next season, I would have left them there a little bit longer, but that's okay. Nothing here will go to waste. And if you come a little closer back here, we got ourselves some carrots. Now, carrots, normally we planted more than what we need. We're going to pull them as we plan on eating and consuming them. So today I think I'm just going to pull about 3 to 4. Let's see, if you guys want to come a little bit closer, I have 3 of them. Let's just do all 4 of these. And I do see that a few of them are smaller, so I might end up just pulling the ones that... Wow, these are pretty. Let's pull one more from back here. There we go. That one looks a little bit more promising. Let's go for one more. Look at this, guys. You can actually use carrot tops to make pesto as well, if that's something that anyone's interested in. Maybe later on, if you guys want to, I can do a cooking series where I can maybe have my camping equipment back here. That'll be fun. All right, guys, look what we got so far. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty happy what we got so far. But we're not done. If you guys want to follow me, we're going to make our way to this bed again. Back here, by the way, this is February. We're filming, and yes, we have tomatoes. Now, what happened here? What ended up happening, as I mentioned before, volunteer plants are things that you did not plant. There is a possibility that prior seeds may have fell. I've been adding more and more compost to this bed each year, so what I'm thinking, they stayed here, it was warm enough for them to germinate, and we have a plant. We have flowers, and we actually have tomatoes as well, which I'm going to be showing you soon. Now, back here, we have another volunteer tomato plant. We have a cosmo. Look at that. We actually have a flower. How did it make its way in here? Not too sure, but we have one. Sweet potatoes back here. And these are other variants of potatoes. I honestly forgot what they were, but that's going to be an exciting part. Back here, we have a little bit of powdery mildew. Yes, we're not perfect. And we have some kind of a squash pumpkin breed. I need to verify to see what it is, but they look nice. Maybe we'll have them for dinner another night. And down here, this is where we get most of our greens. Most of these are Swiss chard, not cauliflower. And we actually have a lettuce that's also hiding back there that I did not plant. Manuel, if you're watching this, thank you. We let your plant go to seed last year, and we have lettuce again. Going into here, this is where we have our celery. This is a really nice variant of purple. At the stores, you normally see something a little bit more green. We're getting about ready to start eating it soon. And this is what I've been trying to record all week. I've been tempted to pull them, but I did not. So we're going to be getting a little closer if you guys want to come. These are the daikon radishes. We got some smaller ones that are already almost making their way out of the soil. There we go. And we have two that we're going to be adding onto here. These are not as big as I'd like them to be, but this guy over here, look at that, guys. Wow. I'm very, very happy with the amount of food that we're going to be adding to the table. Now, like I mentioned before, these are going to be a little bit smaller than most people are going to be happy to pull, but that's okay. We're making more room. And as you can see down here, we got more volunteer plants of tomatoes. Thank you, Mother Nature, for providing. We are not going to let these go to waste. We're going to relocate them into a better and more suitable home. Now, back here, as I mentioned, wow. We got quite a few items so far, and we're not done. We're just trying to pull, make some room, and clean up. Let's see. There we go. This is a really nice one. Look at that, guys. Now, I'm going to place this basket down for a second. It's getting a little heavy. And we got a few more back here. So if you guys want to get a little bit closer, as you can see, they're kind of getting out of their own, and very minimal effort. All of this is just compost. Nothing else, just compost. I haven't talked about it yet, but the beds that we have with the watering system in the back, a little surprise for all of you, we fill them up 100% with compost. No soil, $50. We'll talk about the breakdown later. Back here, oh, look at this little baby one. That's okay. You are coming with me. And that's it for the daikon radishes for now. Let's go ahead and put these down here. Now, if you guys want to make your way over here, we are planning on pulling some beets, which I forgot about them earlier. Now, down here, we did manage to pull some of these. Actually, no, they're too small. Let's leave them there. Now we're going to be making our way to bed number 2. Bed number 2 consists of having some chilies that overwintered. I believe this is on year 1 finally going. So we've had these since last season and we are planning on keeping them. Production levels, they're still producing. They're not producing as many due to the weather. And we have another volunteer lettuce that the lettuce that we talked about earlier happened to move a lot of the seeds, and I found it growing on the floor. How did it survive? Not sure. Over here we got our cauliflower going, which are looking early stages of development. I'll go ahead and post a photo on the screen now, somewhere here, the one that we harvested prior. And one of them did end up bolting. If the viewers may or may not know what bolting means, all it means is it's going to flower, and if you let it go to flower, you may not get the product that you're looking for as far as having a vegetable. The benefit is you have unlimited seeds. So I'm going to show you guys more about that later on. Down here we got some bok choy that we have. The cauliflower was covering it, so it is a lot smaller than I'd like to be. We got 3 more plants of chilies over here that we have overwintered as well. And we have a very sad bell pepper since these tomato plants that, yes, volunteer plants again, happen to make their way in here. Now, if you get a little bit closer, as I mentioned, we are in zone 9A and we have tomatoes in February. Now, how does that happen? No clue, but I'm not complaining. I'd love to take free fruit. Now, if you guys kind of keep looking, all of these tomatoes, I'm not too really sure about the strain or brand. I'm not sure how they even get classified. But look at this, guys. Look at these little beautiful tomatoes. Once again, everything is just being overwintered. We did not plan nor intend to keep them here. But for this video, we are going to go ahead and show you a little walkthrough, as we do have a lot of plans for the near future. Now, if we come to this side of the bed, we do have some baby green onions that are going. Perfect for garnishing your dishes or adding a little extra kick. Down here, I believe this may be some cauliflower or some kind of a seed that we'll find out later. It may be another volunteer plant. I'm not sure. We have another tomato back here. And on this side, we have a little wildflower that came out. Not too certain about the kind of flower, but it's okay. We need pollinators. We got this beautiful purple kale down here and a few more volunteer tomato plants that we are going to be rehoming them. More of a chili. Now this one is because of the internet. Yes, I tried getting some celery, letting it sit in water. Then later on, I pulled it and dropped it into my bed. I really want to see what's going to end up happening. If it dies or lives, that's the fun part about it. In here, we got more cauliflower. This one's going to be more of the yellow looking one. We have one already with the beautiful developing plant. Oh, we got a bird. Versus this one hasn't opened up yet, so we might have a few more. Down here, we also have some bok choy. As I mentioned, it is a little sad. Some of the plants were providing it a little bit more shade than they needed to. During the summer, this might be a technique that I might consider, just continuing to plant under. And that is really about it, guys. Actually, I forgot the sweet peas. Let's come back here. Sweet peas are normally not very, I don't know how to describe them, but they're down here. Now, the sweet peas that we have in the garden, they are turning a little bit yellow, which means that they might be towards the end of their development cycle. If you start pulling one of these bad boys, you can just eat them straight from the garden. Cindy, did you find yourself a carrot? Come. There you go. Now, my little companion here, as we're filming this video, I noticed that she actually found herself a carrot and started having some fun. Now, we did pull these a little earlier, so let's see if Cindy wants one. Cindy, do you want a carrot? You want a carrot? All right, here you go. Wow, is that good? Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you again for joining us. We appreciate you. And please give this a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on my next video. We haven't talked about it yet, but I did trim some of my tomatoes. I'm going to teach you more about propagating in other areas. What you do is you buy some seeds. I'm going to show you a little hack of how all of you can have fun this summer and save some money. Catch you in the next one. Bye.